We now want to get back to our coverage of that deadly mid-air collision near Reagan National Airport.
American Airlines Flight 5342 colliding with a Black Hawk helicopter that was on a training exercise that happened just before 9 o'clock Eastern last night. And this morning, officials say there are no survivors. All 67 people who are on that plane and that helicopter lost.
We're joined now by Virginia's Governor Glenn Youngkin, who has got more on this. And Governor, as we start here, just what you've learned, if you've gotten any additional information about what may have transpired here.
Well, of course, this flight from Wichita to D.C. Was making a normal approach, and what I've been told is everything was normal. But of course it wasn't. And this tragic collision, which brought down both aircrafts into the Potomac with the American Airlines flight inverting in the river, brought down with it, tragically, 60 passengers, 4 crew from the American Airlines flight, and of course the 3 crew from the military helicopter. And notwithstanding the heroic actions from first responders overnight, and there were rescue personnel from all over the region, from all over Virginia and D.C. and Maryland, federal resources, Coast Guard resources were on the scene immediately. And just heartbreaking reality this morning is that they've had to move from rescue to recovery. And that's what everyone is focused on today, is to make sure that these just historic remembering of airplane crashes here at National from so long ago when I was a child remind us all that we've got to support the families.
Yeah.
And so the support for the family process has really started in earnest. I did speak with Rob Isom this morning at American Airlines, and they're going through the painful process of contacting families and crew members. They said they've gotten to a little bit more than half of all the families already as of this morning, and that was a while ago. But the family center is being opened so that everyone can come together and get the support they need. I've also had a chance to speak with the chairwoman of the NTSB, which will be leading the investigation, and they are doing, of course, the very, very difficult task of, one, supporting these families because they are on point, but also starting the investigation, which is so important to find out what happened.
Governor, you aren't just the governor of Virginia. You're born, raised there in the Commonwealth. You know how busy that airport is, not just commercial aircraft, but military aircraft as well, not to speak of the D.C. municipality aircraft, the police helicopters that they use. A lot of questions already being asked. Governor, what are some of the questions that you have as it pertains to this investigation in the early stages?
Well, of course, as I just want to be very clear, the most important thing we will do today is the recovery effort and supporting families, and that support for the families will extend for a very, very long time. There are questions, and the questions need to be answered because, of course, as the Secretary of Transportation reported this morning, everything was routine. And of course, it wasn't routine in the end because of this tragic collision. And so we just need to find out what happened. And that is going to be the work of the NTSB. I have instructed our entire administration, the Airport Authority, and all of our first responder team to support fully that investigation. I've been with Mayor Bowser this morning. I've spoken with Governor Moore. And of course, we've had a chance to interact with the White House team that has been so focused on this. Everyone is going to support this investigation with full cooperation to make sure we understand what happens. Yes, this is a crowded airspace, but it is a safe airspace. So the air travel in the United States is the safest air travel in the world. And we just need to understand what happened in this circumstance.
Yeah. Many questions to be answered in these early hours. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin, thank you for your time. Our coverage will continue in just a moment. But first, check your local news.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.